Hi, my name is Brie Reynolds and I am a career coach at FlexJobs, which is the leading and most trusted site for remote job listings. And I'm here today to talk to you about how to spot remote job scams. The reason that we need to be pretty careful when we're looking for a remote job online is because there are 60 to 70 scams for every one real job listing when it comes to remote jobs. And some of them are pretty easy to spot, others are much more sophisticated, so it's really important to know what to look for to keep yourself safe and find a real job. I'm going to be talking about 3 different things today: what are remote job scams, how to actually spot them, and how to check a suspicious job or company that you found to see if it is a scam or a real opportunity. So the first thing I'm going to cover is, what are remote job scams? Really, they are a couple of different things. There are fake remote job ads. They are often seeking sensitive information or money from you. And there are also more sophisticated scams that we call copycat companies, where the scammers will actually pose as a real well-known company, and they will use their logo, their website design to create a brand new site that lures people in for a remote job scam. So some of the ways that you can actually spot different remote job scams are: if you receive a fake job listing or a fake email, you have to know that when you're searching online, most job boards do not pre-screen the jobs and companies that are on their site. So you are really responsible when you're searching online for finding and verifying that a job is legitimate. You might also receive emails that promise these types of jobs, and you can also get them on social media and sites like LinkedIn, where you're interacting with different people. Scammers try to use those situations as well to get into your messages and your emails to lure you into their scam. Most of these will promise something like lots of money or really easy work, and it's also extremely easy to get a job offer. Sometimes they will offer you a job on the spot. They might actually email you and say that they'd like to offer you a job, or they will interview you very briefly on a phone or video interview, or oftentimes an instant messaging or online chat interview, which is also a big red flag, and then they'll offer you the job immediately. They'll also urge you to accept the job really quickly, which is a big red flag. So you want to be able to spot these different things in order to keep yourself safe. The other thing to pay attention to is the spelling and grammar in a job listing. If there are lots of mistakes, or there's lots of capitalization or punctuation, lots of dollar signs and exclamation points, that's a big sign that you're looking at a scam as well. One of the things that most of these scams have in common is that they will ask you for personal, sensitive data, like your bank account number, credit card information, social security number, and any other important information like that that you really need to keep safe and secure. A legitimate job will not ask for any of that information until well after the job offer has been made and you are being onboarded in the position, and they'll only do that in terms of setting up a paycheck deposit or getting your information for tax purposes. They also, in scams, will often ask you to do things like wire transfers for money, whether it's receiving a check or receiving money into your bank account or sending money. And they might also ask you to do something like purchase gift cards and send those, and you'll be reimbursed. Anytime you're using your own funds in order to do a job, that's a huge red flag. You also should not have to pay for any supposed work from home kits or software programs to get you started working from home. Legitimate remote jobs do not require that sort of thing. The next thing is how to actually check to see if you have found a suspicious job or a company, whether it's a scam or a real job. I mentioned before that most job boards do not pre-screen the jobs and companies that are on their site. They leave it up to the individual job seekers to do that research themselves. One of the things that we do at FlexJobs is pre-screen every job and company before it gets listed. So we have a lot of experience going through scam job listings and feeling out which are real, which are fake, and keeping job seekers safe. So some of the things you can do, it's actually very simple to keep yourself safe in these early stages. First of all, you just do a search online for either the company's name or the job title that you feel is suspicious and the keyword scam. And what that's going to bring back are local news articles that have been written where they have figured out that this is a scam and the news has reported on it. It might bring back Better Business Bureau ratings or reports. FBI warnings are also common when it comes to online scams. And it will also bring back any message boards where people have warned others that they have been scammed by this particular job or company. So it's really important to do that search. It only takes a couple minutes and you can keep yourself safe that way. The other thing, if you think you're dealing with a copycat company where it seems like a well-known company is offering a work-from-home job, but they are actually a fake company that's a scam and is posing as that real company, do a search for the real company's name and the keyword careers, and you can find their real careers website. You can compare the address that you were on that seemed suspicious with the web address of the real careers page to see if they're the same. If they're not the same, you have most likely found a scam. The last thing I'll say is search on reputable sites. There are so many job boards out there, it's hard to know which ones to focus on. A site like FlexJobs does pre-screen all of the jobs and companies before they're listed to make sure that everything is above board, that we're only posting legitimate jobs, and that they are high quality and professional level remote jobs. And we do a lot of work to keep job seekers safe. But whether you're searching on FlexJobs or anywhere else, do your research about the job boards that you're on, see what their policies are, see how they do different screening of their jobs and their companies, and if they do any of that in order to keep their job seekers safe. That's one of the biggest things that you can do to keep yourself safe is just search on job boards that have good reputations and that you have researched to make sure that they're doing a good job for their job seekers. That's all about job scams for today. I wish you the best of luck in your remote job search.